Hello, it is Adam and Jenny Gailey with
B1 Marriage Ministries.
And we're back after a few weeks.
Yes, took a little bit of a hiatus, went to the beach.
Hiatus?
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. I'm going to start using that word. I like that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, so we are on...
Well, we're in season 2, so this is episode 3.
What are we talking about?
Defensiveness.
Can you tell me what that is?
What?
No, you're acting out. There you go. Okay.
So defensiveness. It's the third horseman. Defensiveness, which is usually a response to criticism, the first horseman. When you feel unjustly accused, we make excuses and playing the innocent victim so your partner will back off. The effect of defensiveness is destructive because it expresses to our partner that we do not take their concerns seriously. The antidote is admission of faults and taking ownership, which may be hard to do, but for the good of a relationship, that's the route to take.
Okay, so let's go back over defensiveness. Let's talk about it a little more. Okay,
Yeah.
So defensiveness, you said it's response to the first one, which is criticism.
Exactly. Feeling attacked.
So from what I'm understanding is you're really not doing anything to solve the issue, but you're focusing on the conflict. So you're having like one little horse talk to another little horse, and the problem is not the problem. Like you never really get a solution.
Right. To the person that's being defensive, they take it as they question the motive or the intent of the person expressing their concerns, right?
Say that again.
It's to the person who's defensive, they usually are, misunderstanding the motive or the intent.
Oh, the motive or the intent. That's good.
Right.
Okay, so they feel attacked.
Exactly.
Okay. Do I ever do that to you? Do you ever feel attacked?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably there. That's why when you're defensive. So when you're defensive, what you said, what was the antidote you said?
Admission of faults and taking ownership.
Okay. So if someone's defensiveness, you have to go, how are you feeling attacked? You have to kind of take a step back. Because if you think about it, like we're coming up on football season, you have the offensive, line, you have defense, roll tide, right? Yeah.
True.
So, yeah. But we are on one team when we're married.
Yes.
So we want to the goal is increased intimacy in our relationship and in marriage, and you don't want to be at odds with each other. So just being aware that these things do happen, but they're negative and they're going to cause negativity in your marriage.
A lot of times we have to ask ourselves, am I being defensive because I feel in that moment inferior? Or does it hurt my pride or my ego? A lot of times when we feel like we're being criticized by our partner, we feel less than. We feel just a little bit smaller.
Belittled, right. And criticism, the first horseman has that effect. You're tearing it's almost
when there's contempt.
You're tearing someone down. The criticism and the second one, contempt. Right, criticism and contempt. So that is so good. Okay, so we'll do a quick little role play. Let's use a corny example, like taking out the trash.
Okay.
All right. Adam, this morning I noticed that the trash was not taken out, and I told you last night to take out the trash. You said you would take out the trash, and now we have an ant problem.
Oh, really? Just like I mentioned to you that I was out of socks and I had to wear mismatched socks this morning on my way to work.
I don't really think you're talking. Why are you talking
I don't
about?
know why you're being so hard on me.
Why are we talking about socks? Or do you not care about the ant problem? It smells too. It has residual smells from the trash. And when I cook
Since
in
you
the
do the
morning,
laundry, then we'll talk.
Excuse me? You're just making a bunch of excuses. You don't care about the trash, you don't care about the ant problem, and you don't care about me. Okay, so that was a quick example, but obviously So it really, what it did, it multiplied the problems. And you start talking about one problem, and then that was really good. You kind of deflected and then talked about the mismatched socks. So instead of taking ownership.
I launched a counterattack, right?
He did. He was like, point finger.
Right. So I'm not actually listening to her concerns and taking ownership. I'm launching a counterattack.
You minimize.
Which basically says, I don't care about your concerns. I'm not going to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the high ground.
So it's
fortify my position.
Fortify, yeah. Ooh, that's good. So pride fortifies a position.
Right.
That's good. Okay. So that was really, really good. Yeah. And we're all defensive at times because no one likes to feel blamed or like they did something wrong. But, you know, the only way we can really counter that is by good. Like, let's read Isaiah 58:9. What is it? Don't be overcome by evil, but overcome evil by good. So defensiveness is kind of like a tit for tat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like but we're not, you know.
There's shame.
Yeah,
you know,
shame.
we may feel a sense of shame when we fail to do something.
Shame.
I mean, go back to the original sin when Adam and Eve disobeyed God's one and only rule.
Yeah.
They heard his voice, and what they do, they hid in shame.
That is so good.
Because, you know, they realized they were naked, they were exposed.
That is so good. Yes.
And you know, what did Adam do? He said, well, you know, this woman you gave me, you know, she started it.
Yeah, no, that is so good. But as Christians, we were all shut up under the law. Jesus fulfilled the law so that we may walk in grace, but we have to humble ourselves to receive more grace. So read Isaiah 58:9.
Right. So Isaiah 58, verse 9. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry out, and he will say, here I am. If you remove the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and malicious talk.
So the blame game does not work.
No, it doesn't.
So
A little bit of humility. It may feel very hard, but you got to take that, you know, spirit of humility and realize that if I start being defensive, it's going to further hurt our relationship as opposed to saying, you know what, you're right. I agreed to take you out the trash first thing in the morning, and I forgot. You know, now we're dealing with ants and everything else and smells. And so, was that so hard to say, you know what, I'm going to take care of it right now. I'm sorry. You know, we did discuss this the previous night.
thanks, Adam.
Yeah. So see how easy it was, you know.
Yay. Be blessed, and we'll see you the next time we record a video.
Right. See you then.
Bye.